Edward and Beverly, they lived in our woods by the river.
Roland Willits, All Men Stories. Now here, Mark Fogelson. And our next song is about two people. I haven't got the slightest idea who they are. What are their names?
Edward and Beverly. Yeah.
Were they friends?
Well, you know, Roland, I'm hauling mail up in Minnesota, delivering mail in a rural route up there.
Oh, you had a paper route, huh?
No, this is with the post office.
I mean, postal route. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
postal route.
Yeah, and so we're driving 110, 15 miles, whatever it is a day, delivering mail. And so you know your mailboxes and stuff like that, you know your distance. And one day, for whatever reason, I was thinking about writing a song and wondering what it would be like not to worry about rhyming anything, not to worry about trying to put a certain number of syllables in the line, in the same line in the next verse and so on, not worry about all that stuff. Just what would happen, you know? Don't worry about putting a chorus in there, just what would it be like? So I drove up to Ed and Bev Paul's mailbox. Ed and Bev Paul, they lived there. Not in the mailbox, but I mean, they lived off to the side of the mailbox all the way. So I'm driving up there, and it's this big mailbox, okay, and I've stopped the car, and I'm open the thing, and there's this little kind of gray blackish cloud that's sitting in there. And I look at it, and it's like it comes floating right through the car window and lands on my lap. And I look down, and there's the words to the first verse of this song. So I write it down. I think, whoa. But I changed the name. Instead of calling them Ed and Bev, I called them Edward and Beverly. I wanted to protect them because, you know, I didn't want to have anybody know who I was singing about. See that? Does that make sense?
Yeah. You're sued.
So that's why I called it Edward and Beverly. That's where the song came from. It just kind of popped out. And of course, when I got home from hauling mail that day, then I kind of sat down and looked at it and thought, this is weird. But that's okay.
That's okay. Well, I have never, ever heard anything. A cloud that you saw in a mailbox, floated out the mailbox, landed on your lap, and there it was. And did you have one of the cars that had the steering wheel on the other side?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm sitting on the passenger seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the steering wheel's over here, to my left where the steering wheel is, and all more cars around here.
Yeah.
And so I'm sitting there with my foot going across the whatever it is in the middle, as you call that stuff. And yeah, we get used to driving that way, and it's all right.
Yeah. You're British.
Yeah.
So, you do good in England if you're not there.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have a wheel on that side, but you know, that's.
You drove on being over in England, you have to drive on the other side of the road also. That might be a problem.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah, that wouldn't be good.
So.
I wouldn't adjust to that real well.
Not after driving postal routes.
No.
But of course, when you drive postal routes, usually you're going down the middle of a gravel road.
Really? Ooh.
Are you?
Well, I don't know, not really. You never drive in the middle of a gravel road, especially when you're going over a hill.
When you go over a hill, no.
You gotta drive off to the side.
Yeah, but I'm talking about straight.
I never admit to driving in the middle. No.
You'll never admit to it.
I'm sure that it maybe happened accidentally. I don't know. It's hard to say.
So you got the song, and you got two. Is that how you saw that? Did the rest of it come out of the cloud? The rest of the song?
No, just the first verse.
What was that? Was the first verse? Was just a word?
Yeah, the first verse was right
just
there.
Just her name.
The little cloud. Edward and Beverly. Lived in the woods.
Okay, so you got more.
Yeah, lived in the woods by the river, under the city.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Under the city now.
Okay, well, that's part of the way so that's how the song started.
Okay.
Edward and Beverly lived in the woods by the river under the city. They lived all alone.
Right.
Bothered nobody, but the neighbors said they were weird. I mean, that's half of the first verse.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, and it all came out of that little cloud.
Yeah, and the second half did too.
See, the scary thing is I understand.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
No, I understand. It's like, I'm not sorry, I love it. I am.
Yeah, well, Understanding is one thing. That's
What?
Good. You can understand that.
I understand it.
There's
It's
some
like,
people that don't.
oh, it's all mystic magic. You haven't heard my mystic magic song yet.
No.
Okay, well, everything's mystic magic. It's just things happen. Things happen that once you try to explain them, they disappear.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah, you know it's magic, and words limit it. Words make it all just fade.
It just is something to experience.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and that's how the song was created, huh?
Yep.
Edward and Beverly.
Yep.
And how did you come up with the other verses? Just they sort of came alive when you did the first one?
Yeah. Eventually they did. I don't remember how long that took me, if it was a short time or if it was I don't remember. But the rest of it just came. There's no chorus to the song. There's kind of a hook to it. The neighbors all said they were weird. There's kind of the hook part, but there's no chorus in that. It's a couple, 3, 4 lines long in the chorus. Just a short little hook that I used quite a bit.
Okay.
There's a
by the way, did these people actually say this about the neighbors? Say this about them, or did this come up out of the cloud?
Well,
Because we're talking about someone on a rural route, 100 miles worth of rural route. We don't, and it was done a long time ago. No one will tie the two.
Do I have to tell the truth?
No, you can tell a lie. It's a song. Songs are about how you feel about them.
My songs are all true. Every one of my songs I write are true. And
right.
There's 2 kinds of truth. One that's real truth and one that's made up truth.
Yeah.
But they're all true, right?
Exactly.
That's how it looks.
Exactly.
The thing about that song is that there's a hopefully a little message at the end of the song. And it's kind of to stop judging people on how they look, maybe, how they live, because there's really, Daniel Quinn in one of his books called Ishmael makes it really clear there is no one right way to live. Just because somebody lives this way doesn't mean everybody should live this way. And that's kind of the idea behind the song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if the neighbors said they were weird, but it's just that there's no right way to live for everybody.
I like that.
That's the concept of the song.
I like that, and I hold that. And, I always have anything if there is no harm to my family, I love them.
Yeah, you can't.
In fact, I love them. If there's harm to my family, I'll handle it. But
can't judge,
I am absolutely and
can't say that you all should live this way.
No,
and that's kind of what the song is about.
It's like Terry cut off all my hair this time again. It's like sometimes she does and sometimes she doesn't. It's like I look and I think, oh, well, that's pretty cool.
There you go.
Whatever.
It'll grow.
Whatever it is, it's who I am at that moment, and I wonder if you do something like that if your personality changes. I don't know. If your personality changes, if you do something physically different, like shave off your beard and cut your hair, just go totally nude, that when you come out of there, if you are acting different, you don't notice it. You think you're acting the same, but you're not. But people react to you different. I don't know.
My daughter's never seen me without a beard. Of course, it was a different color at one time.
I know. My son looked at my wedding picture because I got married and didn't have a beard. He says, "Who is kissing Ma?" My son.
I was going with my wife, our future wife, in college, and I had a beard, a goatee like this type of thing, not a side, just this here. And I was told I was going to be a student teacher, and at that time, Concordia College said, you have to shave your beard off if you're going to be a student teacher. And I didn't want to, but they told me, well, you can't student teach, and I've been all these years, I might as well pay them the money to do it. Okay, yeah, so I did, shaved my beard off. I went in and sat down beside my wife, wife in the Normandy at that time at Concordia, which is a place that students got together. Sat down beside her, and she was just a whole bunch of people around there. And I said, "Hello, how you doing?" And she looked at me and, "Fine." She went talking to her friends. And I said, sat there a little bit and said, "Well, what do you think? Did you have a pretty good day today?" And she looked at me and said, "Yeah." And she looked away and started talking to her friends. She didn't even recognize me. She wasn't my wife then, but we were going together. So I shaved my beard off. Yeah, I don't know. So my mom, when I got married, she told me to shave my beard off or I'll be sorry. I never shaved my beard off.
Yeah.
But I'm not sorry either.
Yeah, no. But yeah, that is sort of one of your Edward and Beverly things, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it don't bother me either. I mean, I don't know. Edward and Beverly, all right. You'll have to just listen to this song maybe and then see if it works.
Edward and Beverly, they live within us, beside us.